Hi, I'm Dr. Elliot Adam from ElliotOracle.com. I'm also the author of the award winning Fearless Tarot and Tarot in Love, Consulting the Cards and Matters of the Heart, both of which are available from Llewellyn Books. Fearless Tarot takes you through tarot and it really applies an empowering message, even to the most difficult or challenging cards. So, for example, if you get the Ten of Swords or the Tower as your outcome card, you don't have to freak out. Instead, you can find some hidden meaning in that card that's really going to empower you and really help you face your challenges without fear. And then Tarot in Love is similar in that it also is about empowering people through relationships and also understanding yourself and others better through the tarot and leading yourself toward the life and the love that you really deserve. So, with that said, let's go into this week's Oracle reveal. So, yesterday on Instagram, I placed up a photo of three different animals and I asked you to use your intuition and just ask yourself which animal's calling to you because that animal has your message. And the animals were the whale, the cat, and the snake. So if you're just joining me now, ask yourself which animal's getting caught in your head. It doesn't have to be your favorite animal, it just has to be the one that your mind keeps returning to because that animal holds your message. So, for those of you who picked the whale spirit, this card says trust the great mystery. And what whale is also about is trusting your own wisdom, plumbing the depths, and getting in touch with that great mystery that's within. The whale is the record keeper of the animal kingdom. And the whale could tell you that the answer that you're seeking to overcome the challenge in front of you can be found in your past, in your personal history, in your wisdom. It may be a time to remember when you were most empowered and remember that you can attain that again, but you may have to reclaim those parts of yourself that you've gotten more and more distant from. First card for whale is where it's best to place your focus this next week, and we actually get the Knight of Wands. Now, he's the traveler of the tarot. He's always on an adventure. And in the Connolly deck here, like in a lot of decks, there's a pyramid of Egypt behind him. And what that symbolizes is a foreign place, a foreign stage that's being set, where you're needing to explore a new solution, a new way. I feel with the whale, it's almost like recalling what's worked for you in the past, but also, more importantly, what hasn't worked for you. And the Knight of Wands is telling you that the definition of insanity is doing the same thing over and over and expecting that different result. And so he's telling you to go out on a limb, to take a chance with something that's different, something that's even foreign or unusual to you, because that's what's going to lead to your personal breakthrough. So I feel for the whale, this is a time to go on a quest where you're really reclaiming that lost part of yourself, but you're also moving in a different circle, in a different environment, in order to change the energy up and find the solution to the impasse in front of you. The second card is advice from your inner wisdom, and your inner wisdom is giving you the Judgment card, which is a card of rebirth and renewal. Whenever this card comes up, it's saying it's time to wake up. If you've been sleepwalking through life and just, again, expecting things to just get better automatically, this card is really saying it's time to be mindful and aware of what you're doing right now, what's happening. You might also find that you can see yourself more clearly by changing your personal environment, putting yourself in a new landscape. That's why travel can sometimes be so helpful for people. It really gets you out of the bubble and it allows you to look back at your life with that new perspective. And even if you're not going to a physical place that's different, this could indicate that you're making mental pathways into a new possibility, a new realm in order to overcome that challenge. And then finally, we have the mythic archetype that's going to help you, and we see Themis. She's the goddess of justice and balance in ancient Greece. And on the card, it says natural order. And I feel like there is a sense with the whale that you need to surrender to the natural order of things right now. You don't need to take it personally. You instead need to just cooperate with it. There's a natural current, there's an ocean flow that's leading you toward your personal empowerment at this time. And what you really want to do is cooperate with it and be mindful of what you're doing right now, because that's going to lead towards that breakthrough. Next, we got the cat animal spirit. And this card says claim your independence. And it's no secret that cats are very independent. So if you're attracted to the cat this next week, it might be a time when you are trusting your own counsel. You're also maybe needing to retreat or take a step back. And also, cats for me are very magical creatures. So this could just be a time when you're also accessing your own hidden magic and really applying that in your daily life again. First card for cat is where it's best to place your focus this next week. And we get the Two of Cups reversed. Now, when the Two of Cups is upright, it can indicate relationship harmony, positive communication, and also useful partnerships. And when it comes up reversed, it can sometimes warn against miscommunications, not understanding something. Or it could also indicate that it's time to resolve a conflict, either within yourself or with another. And upright or reversed, the Two of Cups will tell you the importance of communication to really get through the challenge that's in front of you. So it's by speaking about something, clarifying your point, that's going to be really helpful. It might also be a time where harmony can be restored in your relationships if you claim your independence, if you trust your own counsel, and if you make it clear to others that that's what your decision is and that's what you would like to be respected. So Two of Cups reversed is telling you to bring harmony with your voice and to be mindful of how you're coming across, especially in your communication. Next, we got advice from your inner wisdom. And we got the Nine of Pentacles, which is a card of wealth and also luxuriating in all the positive things that you've acquired. And these might be material comforts, but sometimes the wealth card can also be interpreted as a sense of self worth, worthiness, dignity. And so I feel for the cat that this is a time to retreat from the conflicts with others, resolve those, and stake it out on your own. And also to go toward the thing that you feel brings you value. And then the mythic archetype that's going to help you if you pick the cat is Perseus. He's the archetype of courage in this deck. And Perseus is the one who confronts Medusa by looking at her reflection. He can tell you that there's something that you're needing to confront within yourself and straighten out and see its reflection before you confront it in other people. Sometimes the thing that drives us most crazy about others is something that's a personal weakness of our own. And sometimes when we can acknowledge that, it can really lead to that sense of understanding and harmony can be restored because you're not just blaming the other person. You're really being accountable and courageous by facing your own shadow. And then finally, we got the snake spirit, and this card says time to heal. And snake is all about transmuting poisons from the past. And so this could be a time to shed your old skin and to go through a rebirth or a renewal. First card for snake is where it's best to place your focus. And we actually got the Five of Pentacles. And for me, the Five of Pentacles can say it's time to identify where your energy is being wasted. Traditionally, it's the poverty card in the tarot, but what it can also do is it can highlight something that's making you feel worthless, or it's making you feel like you're in conflict with your own self. It might be a time to really send some light and love to that part of yourself that feels like it's on its own, or that it's being judged by you in some sort of a harsh way. It's time to be kind to yourself. And on a more practical level, the Five of Pentacles can just say, if you're thinking about splurging a lot of money on something that you really don't need right now, better think twice about that. This is going to be a time when you want to reserve your finances, just be a little bit more careful. And sometimes that splurging comes from that place of not feeling worth or value and just reaching for something materially to comfort you. It's time to really get authentic with yourself and send love to that part of you that's been most neglected. The advice from your inner wisdom is the Four of Cups for the snake. And this is a card of learning to accept the good thing that's being offered to you. This person on the card under the tree is despondent. He's worried about his problems, and he's not seeing that right in front of him is the angel offering him the golden cup. And so there's a sense that there's a gift right now in the thing that you're most frustrated with. And it's important that you're really turning that energy around. You can change that energy from feeling disempowered and worthless or self-judging into something that instead accepts the gift in the challenge that's being presented to you and allows you to step up to that challenge and conquer it. And then the mythic archetype that's going to help you is Hephaestus. He is the god of work and work ethic. And so I just feel like this is a time to work on yourself, to work on the part of you that you'd like to improve, but also to be kind to that part of yourself and not, disdain it so much because you are here for a reason. You're here because your wisdom and your tenacity has gotten you through all those challenges. So you might want to be a little nicer to yourself this next week. And that is this week's Oracle. I do hope you enjoyed it. If you did, you can check me out at elliotoracle.com and schedule a one-on-one session with me there. Otherwise, I'll see you all again here next week, so do take care. And that